Well, YouTube, True Crime Tips, and everything else. Back at the Delphi, placing a image to see what matches up. And once again, I am going that this is not the guy, but there is one thing I do see that does match up, but it actually goes the other way. Now, I'm still sticking with the fact that Budgie Guy, BG, that's hair. Everybody thinks it's a hat. Everybody thinks it's one of them Brian Johnson hats. Me, like I said before, I could see a bald spot right there, which is an indent. And I could see that this guy's hair goes in parts this way or even this way. But anybody could be wrong. Anybody could say what they want. I still see hair there. Because hats, right, don't have indents like up the top. And definitely don't have this lump that comes up over here and then goes flat there. And then, as you can see clearly in the picture, that it, no way in hell that a hat's gonna tip. It looks like it's tipping. I mean, I've seen pictures of the beard of the old guy, the glasses, but this is clearly shot right here. His face is way down, and you cannot see a damn feature. And like I say, this is poor photography. I mean, whether or not she was moving too much, or I've even came and had still shots of things that came up friggin' blurry on my pictures. Actually, I should save the next one I take, or if I do, yeah, I usually delete them. But what the hell I need this for? But I never thought of that. Never thought of that, to bring that up, and I will. Because I've had cameras. Even the camera I have now, I was trying to get something focused. It's just blurry. And I'm like, come on. And this thing is supposed to be got 3 friggin' cameras on it. So whatever one thing don't catch, the other 2 should, right? You would think, but no. Anyways, now like I say, whoever bridge guy is, come on, has these shoulders that go woof, down. A normal person, I would think, goes over and down, right? But you can't help everybody's body. But his, narrowly as you can see, just zips down. Like he's got no muscles. Just a big fat man. And don't get me wrong, this guy over here is a big fat man. Friggin' huge. Which leads me to believe that if they're gonna go with this guy, how in the hell is he gonna keep up with 2 young, fit girls? Let alone waddle his fat butt down a hill. And this guy being this huge, even if he wasn't back in the day, I mean, you got some, damn. I'm sorry, if I was a teenager with my skills on the street, with these girls didn't have too much ass of, sorry to say, street smarts. If they were friggin' with a man this fat, my thoughts would have been, this son of a bitch ain't catching me. No, I will say something. Back in the 80s, I had this about 6'2", 6'3". And he was pushing a good 250. Big, huge man. And kids do stupid things. Me and my buddies shot snowballs from a roof. Shouldn't even be saying this. Guy catches it, probably come and kill me. Or I'd have a lot of apologizing to do. But this guy, when we hit his car, I guess it, I don't know what the hell it did. We weren't throwing friggin' ice balls. But he claims it broke his window. And I don't know how, because we had this regular snow and was, packing good, but it wasn't friggin' like we were throwing ice. And then, we were on the garage. There was a garage that used to be on my old house on Devlin Passway in Fitchburg. So we were on that. And then at that, there was no way we could have, because there used to be like a pitched hill like this. Alright? And he was like at the stoplight, and I would say he was like 2 or 3 cars back, because we're at the icy road. And there was no way we could have broken a friggin' window, because the angle he was on and where the roof was, there was no way, if you can believe it or not, there was no way we could have hit that windshield, because of the fact that it was like this. Bear with me. God dang nabbit. I'm gonna put this in there. Bear with me. Oh, you're a jerk. Straight up jerk. Bear with me, folks. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Where the hell am I? Oh, yeah, it is. Jerk. Just gonna put this up there. Little revelation, and it still ain't gonna work. Dang it. Anyways, say you got the hill here. His car was like, angled here, and the windshield was here. And from what I could see from the let me put it this way. God dang it. From what I could see from the car, saying the windshield here, if we threw a snowball, it would have went like this and would have hit the friggin' window, driver's window. Now, if you can picture it, windshield sitting straight up this way, right? God dang it, I got a better idea. Let's have fun with this. I'm going to have some fun. Wasn't even thinking of this. Alrighty, I'm going to draw ourselves a road. It's too much on an angle. Say this is the car. Alrighty. Bear with me, you'll love it. Make it fun, even though it's not a good day to have fun on this case. So here we have our little rat rod. Just a little throw me together. So as you can see, we have an incline. Now, if I would have shot, or my friend would have shot a snowball, football, what the fuck? It would have went into this area of the car or here. And he's saying we broke a friggin' windshield. Now that I'm thinking of it, wow. Because when he got out of the car, he started chasing it. You broke my effing windshield! So I don't know how, because if we would have shot it, it would have went over or would have slid across. So we had a friggin' area, all this area. If any window we would have broke would be this one. But he said we broke his windshield. So I know damn well the guy was friggin' lying. Now that I'm thinking about it, wow, that's crazy. Guy lied about it. Anyways, let's get back to some seriousness. So the moral of the story is, folks, is that that guy got out of his car, and where the garage was, there was like a pathway. There was a fence, a pathway that went between the garage and my old house. Now this guy was huge, big man, just like this guy. Maybe not as fat, but he was big. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? When I jumped off the garage, mind you, I jumped over the fence because me and my buddy, I forgot which way he went. I think we both jumped off the garage, but I walked into a friggin' rape, mind you, because I was in a hide in the garage, and it came up, BAM! So I was like, man, I wonder how many other booby traps are in here. So I said, friggin', I ran over, jumped the fence, and then he's coming down. Alright, he was huge. So I'm thinking, man, if he catches me, boy, I'm gonna get the beating of my life. Now, no, he did not have a gun like Bridge Guy, but literally, I ran, there was a, another incline hill like this, and it was railroad ties. Now, everybody knows that railroad ties, if you do know, that's wood, snow, slippery. And that was my escape. Now, if the girls had a little bit of street smarts, and if they had this big whale of a man, this big, huge, fat piece of crap chasing them, all they had to do was run back up the hill. Run down the hill, then run back up the hill. Even though, or they could have got away from him if this was the guy. I don't know how they wouldn't. Because when I ran up them railroad ties, that guy went, he didn't know they were there, of course. And that was my scapegoat. That's what made me think, ooh, if I go this way, and he was catching up to me. And believe it or not, when I ran up them friggin' railroad ties, when he slipped and fell, yeah, he had his hand almost caught my leg, because I looked back and his hand just dropped right by my foot. Boom! And I was like, whoo, 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 whoo. So when I got up the railroad ties, because I was so, used to them, right? I went down the street, went on the railroad tracks, and I was gone. I didn't come home for about an hour that night. I was freaking freezing. But when you get that adrenaline, boy, and you get that friggin' adrenaline, and you know your ways, and I'm sure them girls knew their ways, this fat piece of crap would have probably been on his face too. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty of analyzing the face. So, I see huge mistakes in it, and I'm gonna say no, it is not the Bridge Guy, because of the main fact that he's too fat and round. I mean, what we need to do with this guy is see if there's any images of him back in 2017. Was he skinnier? I don't know if we're going to find that, but if someone can look into that, I'm going to look into that and check that out to see how big he was, because right now he's too friggin' big. But, I will admit his hair being parted like everything does look like the Bridge Guy up top, but his hair is dark, and I believe that hair up there is red. But everybody's got their own opinion. And another thing that I know is what people need to really look at. And as you can see, the nose has a cartilage right there. And Bridge Guys, even if they're still using, they're not even using this pick no more, but if they are, whatever, because you can see the nose, his goes up in the hole. Bridge Guys is down. Now this first sketch is down. You got a big fat round nose. As a matter of fact, there's no cartilage really over on this right side. Left side cartilage in the nose, and then you can see the nose hole is way screwed up. It just looks weird. And the biggest thing of all is the mouth. His goes way up and then curves over as this first sketch slides down. Even in the second photo, they're going to compare that, because this one's straight, and then at the nose is really off. So, I don't even know why they even have these pictures comparing. And the eyes, nope, even the eyes. This guy's got a broader or wider, and eyebrow. Under the eye here, it like lobes out. This one's straight. Even in the other picture. Lobes out straight. The eyes don't slant down a bit. This one, the eyes are like this way, as you can see. His slants down, even though Bridge Guy, or this first photo, his slants down more. And then, of course, the chicken neck. Big blobby, flatty neck. And they're going to compare it to that guy. They need a younger picture of this guy, and I don't know where they're going to find that. And I like how they had in the beginning, Bridge Guy had face hair, first sketch, and then it's a little boy. You know what I go by? I go by that police officer said there was no witnesses that saw Bridge Guy that day. And they said it right in an interview. Right in an interview. The guy with the glasses, I can't remember his name, but... Oh, there was no witnesses. Oh, I know I read that somewhere, law enforcement read it, and there was no witnesses that saw Bridge Guy that day, so... How do we even have a sketches right? And to bring this fat, mauled-looking piece of crap in here? I'm sorry. They're just making up another friggin'... Now, whatever the account has to do with it, also, is just beyond me. That's insane. What does the account have to do with it? I mean, maybe he had a partner, and they went to meet up with him on Snapchat. But whatever the case is, you know, then again, right, they didn't see the person. No witnesses. So this could be the guy. You know, as Sean says, it could be his father. But one thing I want to know, which is right standing in the middle of everything, is what this guy sounds like. Down the hill. Down the hill. That's the most important thing. Just like my man Steve shouting out his little clips. Well, that should be brought in, and he should be saying it multiple times. That's it, that damn fat bastard in the chair. Say it. Say it. Say it. And keep saying it till something sounds right. Because he can all just down the hill. I didn't say that. I say down the hill. Sound like a little fairy. Down the hill. You know? He could change his voice. And they should make him get all into the action and show pictures. Show them damn pictures of the girls. See his reaction. That's how you find out about a killer. If they sit there and stare at it and enjoy it, or if they sit there and cringe and, oh my God, and whatever the case may be. That's how you get someone to crack. But that's what should be found on this guy. Audio. A voice. Chad Smell had this in his mouth. And when that guy, Bridge Guy, said with the S word, guys, there was no s. So, you know, I've already ruled that guy out. But, we'll do a little more investigating. Like I said, we gotta find out about his voice. We gotta find a picture of him long ago. Till that next video, that's what I'm doing next. The pictures long ago. Till next video, be safe, take care, out.